All right, Jacoby, welcome to Cleveland. What's it been like getting to know your new coaches, the GM, everything? What's it been like being on campus today?
Thank you. It's been good. Going around, seeing all the faces, putting faces to a lot of the names and voices that I've heard over the phone a couple days, and getting familiar with the building and seeing the people at the ins and outs of the building. So it's been good.
What drew you to this opportunity?
Just opportunity, and that was all I wanted. It was an opportunity, and this presented the best opportunity for me, and I was all over it.
And obviously, with the signing of Deshaun Watson, you're going to be a key part of that quarterback room. What is it that makes you such a valuable member to a quarterback room and kind of helping this position grow even better?
I like to think it's me as a teammate. What I bring is that. I think that's more than enough to be who I am every day. Be a good teammate, be a good leader, and everything else kind of take care of itself.
You've been thrown into a lot of interesting opportunities throughout your career. Kind of, you've had to be ready at kind of a moment's notice. What have you done to prepare yourself for those times?
I think it just started in my mind, just always being ready to go, no matter what the situation was or is. I always like to make sure I'm prepared to go out there and put my best foot forward and do my best.
What do you have to do behind the scenes to get ready like that?
You always prepare like a starter, but you got to take your job serious and understand that it's a privilege to be in the position that I am. So to make sure I don't take it for granted, I have to go out there and prepare as if I'm the starter, and when my number is called, to go out there and make sure I prove myself right.
When you enter a new situation like this, what do you do to kind of get to know your pass catchers and get kind of on the same page with them?
I think that comes with overtime, but also it's just more so just being myself. I've been playing football for so long. It's kind of every year is kind of the same thing of getting to know players and getting familiar with each other. So I think just with that, that experience of doing it all my life, I kind of just go in with that mindset of, I've done this before. I'm not trying to go out there and be macho or to be somebody that I'm not. I just go out there and be myself, and everything in between kind of take care of itself.
I know they haven't told you probably much yet, but what can you expect from this offense and how it suits what you do well?
I think it's very complimentary football, which I like to play like, and have the ability to, with good runners and pass catchers and a good offensive line, to be able to do a lot of things to put us in the best position forward.
You mentioned the offensive line, one of the best in the league, one of the best running back duos in the league, and now the Browns added Amari Cooper. What do you like about those different pieces of the?
I think it's hard not to like anything about that. I think you find more things that you would like than what you don't like about, when you put all that on paper. Now it's about just putting it all together, which I'm pretty sure we have from speaking to the coaches and the players around, that we have the right people to do that.
How important are these next few months for you as a new quarterback on the team with an offense that could look a little different with new quarterbacks in the building? What do you have to do to get ready?
Just every day. You just can't miss a day of work. And putting in the time with the players and and myself away from football, and just making sure that you're understand what the job is and going forward like that.
You mentioned kind of you pride yourself on being a good teammate. That seems to go all the way back to your days at Florida, NC State. What about you has kind of made you embrace that and become such a good teammate with these guys?
I think it's just my respect for the locker room and being in the locker room setting, being on a team, being in a huddle. Those are things that you kind of last longer than the football aspect of it. And I think I take that to heart, and I try to make sure that my teammates understand, how much, I put into being a good teammate, being a good leader, being a good guy in the locker room. So, that's kind of like my first step of meeting a new team, is kind of just being that guy in the locker room.
And you were nominated for Walter Payton Man of the Year in 2020. What about the off the field stuff is so important? What types of causes do you like to?
I think that's where it starts. I think I was a beneficiary of people doing good work in the community. I obviously love doing stuff with kids, and I host my bike ride, and I hosted like a fashion show during Halloween time. But I think that's where it starts at, and I think we have an opportunity to touch more people away from football than we do in football. So I definitely like to use my platform to do those things.
And when you go into a new city, what's your first step in kind of getting to know that city and kind of getting to see where you can help out the most?
I kind of like to just ride with it for a little bit and then see where I fit in at, and then kind of go from there. Obviously, a rich town of Cleveland, and people doing a lot of good things in the community, and obviously seeing some of the things that these guys have done and what certain players that I've talked to have done throughout their community work here. Just excited to be a part of it.
And with all the moves this offseason, the Browns, like a lot of AFC teams, have loaded up and for a competitive year ahead. How important is the winning aspect here, and kind of what you're looking for in this kind of situation?
I think that's what everything circles around is winning. I think that's the most important thing, and obviously we're doing the right things to put that first. So excited to see what this offseason looks like and going forward.